Of all the JRPGs I've come across in ChronCD, Last Armageddon is the one I most regret not knowing Japanese for. The concept is a post-apocalyptic world in which humans and animals have died out, so the monsters of an RPG roam around unfought. For some reason, a group of monsters consisting of what appears to be an ogre-headed human, a human-like asp, a skeleton, and a naked succubus come together to go on a quest and fight their peers. I'm sure the plot and all of those odd concepts are explained in the game's lengthy 9-minute opening cutscene, but I haven't a clue as to what was going on. If this concept alone isn't enough to intrigue you, I don't know what is. Before you go looking, I've checked. There are no localizations on this title to be found, and almost no fan translations. The game was ported to several Japanese PCs, including the MSX and the Sharp 68000, before landing console ports on the PC Engine CD and the Famicom. The Famicom version, which is the Japanese NES, does have a basic fans translation that puts the menu items in English, but that's it. While I admit the gameplay was somewhat intriguing, it seemed to be rooted in the all-too-similar Dragon Quest format. My main interest isn't in playing a Dragon Quest clone, it's in the plot, something that the fan translation simply will not provide. There is a brief mention by Victor Ireland in an interview about working designs that his company had interest to bring the title to the US. Unfortunately, by the time that project began discussions in 1993, the TurboGrafx CD was almost defunct in the US, and the Sega CD was soon to follow. As it stands, you probably will never play the full breadth of this title outside of knowing Japanese. The graphics look fantastic for the time, most resembling Final Fantasy IV to me, with anime cutscenes. This is significant because at the time, the first release of Final Fantasy IV was still a year away, and it would premiere on the stronger Super Famicom or Super NES hardware. The soundtrack, what little I heard of it, seemed upbeat and fantastic. Heck, even the battles seemed to have dialogue in between hits, which I imagined were catty discussions between the demons you were fighting. Either way, Lost Armageddon seems like a crazy take on the traditional JRPG of the time, and a game I sadly will probably never be able to play through.